Hello, class. This is Michelle Mehnert about discussion 7, our last one. And here we go with the questions. Sorry. So, as previously stated in other discussions, the business that I was planning on doing was a cupcake food truck. So, the first question is, what potential problems could arise? Potential problems that could arise would be fellow competitor food trucks, location, and the weather. Um, so, fellow food trucks, obviously, it could get very competitive on pricing or even the type of style of dessert that is being done. There could be anybody that could try to be doing the next best thing. So you always got to keep it on point. Make sure that prices are okay for everybody across the board, um, and it's not too out of context about you know no one's gonna pay $6 for a cupcake. So you have to keep the customer in mind at the same time that you're trying to make sure that the business stays on point. Another thing that could be um, a potential problem, which is definitely the weather. So, food trucks being that they are outdoors, if the weather happens to be, rainy or there's a hurricane coming, not everybody's going to be able to go to a food truck or is going to want to take the time to go out to a food truck. So that could, you know, um, make sales go down, or even no sales at all, and the business is closed for the day. So, in order to make those problems positives, it's very common that businesses are having like a partnership with shipping, so you can ship anywhere in the United States that wants to get cupcakes, or even locally, like with Delivery Dudes, Uber Eats, and other companies like that. Um, so I just answered number two, which is how likely are they? Both of the issues that I gave are very likely, given the fact that, in the state of Florida, the weather can change tomorrow, it could change in an hour. It's so temperamental, and having the competition there, that's on a daily basis. Um, and question number three, how do you plan to manage these potential problems? I had already answered. So, question four, what timing have you projected for this project? So, personally, myself, I was thinking around 5 years. I am going to school for a bachelor's in business with marketing as my specialty. I just completed marketing operations, the certification. So I do want to, my goal for right now is to become like a creative director once I have my bachelor's, um, and work for 5 years to get all of this, experience under my belt, the higher increase of salary. So I'll be able to put away more money so that way when I'm ready to start the company, I can actually use part of those savings that I did for the past 5 years into the company. Um, some objectives that I have put in mind for the company is, not only saving up for it, but I also wanted to, somehow kind of see if I could look into, local charities, start small, even though it's not a food truck, but start the name of the company and see if I could become part of the community. So whenever the company is ready to expand, it's not going to be completely brand new. I'll already be um, known around certain communities if I start small. Um, Question six, have you set up your deadlines for each stage of your venture? Right now, the only deadline that I have is realistically just finishing my bachelor's. So then that way I can start getting more experience so I could be a better boss. I have more education and street credit, I guess, in a sense, to know what it is that I'm trying to do instead of going in it blindly. Number seven is there a relationship between events and the venture? Um, I would say the relationship is my education. So that is completely important for me. And although, you know, I would want to have this bachelor's, the relationship is, having that connection of understanding what it is I'm supposed to bring to the plate and understanding it on a business aspect on how much I could potentially blow this food truck up, maybe have more than one, if it ends up going really well. Number eight is, are there any other factors or contingency plans? At the moment, there is no other factors or contingency plans. I'm just resting it on my school progress. And, right now I have just a small, uh, cupcake business, but it's, more like personal. So that is really like where I plan on maybe expanding it more, selling it more, and putting my name out there. So that is it for our discussion. We did it. Good luck for everybody in the future for these classes. Bye, guys.